Welcome back to Market Pros, and here we have Bitcoin on the 1 hour. All right, so first we're going to go over the chart layout, then I will tell you exactly what I think is going to happen towards the end of the video. All right, so right now your moving averages had a multi-crossover, but like we've talked about before, when you're going sideways, this thing will fuck you over. So we're not really going to pay attention too much to these moving averages right now, besides the fact that we are being held down by the 50 and the POC point of control on the VPVR. So if we break above that and break above this 100, actually this VPVR level at 21,100, then I would expect us to move to the upside. Now, your RSI, getting out of that bearish control zone, testing that neutral median line. MACD, pretty fresh cross to the upside. Positive momentum's pretty stable, going a little bit up as your BBWP is trying to cross its moving average, getting out of that 10 percentile. So I do expect the volatility to happen very soon. We've been going sideways for quite a while. We did drop. Now it looks like we're forming another sort of campaign right here. We're going to find out whether this is redistribution or whether it is accumulation. Now, let's move to the 15-minute. Now, your 15-minute moving averages are converged. Right now, you are being held up by the moving averages. RSI getting rejected from that bullish control zone. Let's see. Do we have... we do have divergence. We have two drives of bearish divergence right now that could have already played out. Right here, we're only on the 15-minute, so it's not going to be that much of a move. MACD, fresh cross to the downside, so that could be a problem right there if we do break these moving averages at 20,790. all right, BBWP is curling around. We are out of the 10 percentile, so as long as this thing gets an upside curvature, starts to work its way up, I would expect the volatility to start. All right, let's go over to the order blocks. This is actually on CME. We will go over CME actually right now. So you still have this gap. Sorry about that. Still have this gap, okay, coming in at about 20K. All right, so we could fill this gap still, okay? We could go down to 20K. There is confluence with a couple other levels at that point. One being this order block at 19,785. So we could overshoot it a little bit, you know, come down to this order block and then continue to the upside. This is on the 6 hour, by the way, for CME. Now, for Bitcoin, we are inside a bearish supply block right now. So if we fall below it, basically 20,600, I would expect a bounce at 20,200, but ultimately I think we would go down to that 20,000 mark. All right. And then, oh, wrong chart. It's Wyckoff. We will start going over that eventually. Actually, leave me a comment down in the comment box below if you want me to start going over Wyckoff as well. So let's go back here and talk about the bullish and bearish case. Let's go to the 1 hour. So, bullish case here is that you break this VPVR level at 21,130. and the 200. If that happens, I would expect a minor rejection from 21,680, but ultimately I think we'd work our way up to 23,000. Bearish case is that you break 20,250, basically where this 200 is. If you break that, I would expect you to come down to 20K. Now, 20K is the level, okay? Because if you break 20K, you're probably going to come down to 19,400. And if you do that and break that, 13K is in the cards, because that would mean this was one badass bull trap, and we are going to come to much, much lower prices. Actually, I do want to put a fib on the 4 hour, because I want to go from all the way to the bottom of this move all the way to the top. So our 382 comes right to that level at 19,400. So as long as we don't break the 382, we're in good shape. Okay, and that makes sense. That makes sense. We could come down to that 382 actually, 19,500. I would not be surprised. Actually, yeah. Okay, so trade's working out. Then we'll come back to it. So definitely need to hold that 382. Definitely need to hold 19,500. We're actually going to bring this up to right under this. So we want to know if that thing breaks. And I do have an alert there. I'm guessing you will know what I will be doing at that point. All right, so there's your bullish and bearish case for Bitcoin. If you guys are liking this video so far, subscribe to the channel. Check out the links in the description below. One being the Discord. A lot of good conversation there. Definitely join the Discord. Also, we have events every single week. We are building a website right now. It's going to have a lot of quant data, all kinds of trading and market data, selling of the merchandise, the tutoring classes, anything like that. If you have any ideas, put them in the comment box or join the Discord and put them there. Definitely stay tuned for that. So Ethereum has this multi-crossover on the 1 hour. Looks like it's trying to fan out a little bit. So if you break the 200 at 1500 is the level right now. Because if you break 1500, I would expect stoppage at 14. And that's if Bitcoin breaks down and closes that gap. I would expect this to come down to 14. Now, if you break 14, that is not going to look good. I would expect a bounce at the 1325, basically the top of our red zone. Ultimately, I think we would go lower, much lower. Basically getting rejected from that neutral median line right now, but you are finding support on the bearish control zone. I'm pretty neutral right now with Ethereum. Fresh cross to the upside. Positive momentum is increasing slightly as your BBWP is trying to cross its moving average, getting out of that 10 percentile. So the volatility is here. Here comes the volatility. We're either going to break that 200, come down to 14, where this VPVR level is down here, or we're going to break these last highs in that VPVR level at, we're going to say 1600. If that happens, 17 to 1800 is in the cards next. All right, so pretty short update for Ethereum. Let's zoom in for a little bit, see what we got. Moving averages have converged. RSI is neutral. MACD, fresh cross to the downside, losing its downside curvature though. So we'll find out whether that was just a little fake out test or what. So if you break the 1540 level, I would expect you to come up to 1550. Okay. So not that, 1554. But then you need to break the 200 and obviously get back above that upper level that we just talked about. All right, so let's go back down to the 1 hour, go to Solana. Solana, like we was talking about, looked like it was rolling over. Moving averages half fanned out. 21 looks like it's going to try to cross the 200. Bearish control zone, MACD, pissing me off. Fresh cross to the upside, but positive momentum ain't shit right now, okay? BBWP is falling to the floor. We probably could go sideways a little bit. Okay, see here, hold on now. Looks like we have some sort of little channel going here. Okay, so this could be interesting. All right, looks like that could lead us up to the 100. So that's the level to beat, the 100 and this VPVR level. All right, so basically at 2320 is the level to beat. If we break 2320, $25 is next. Now, clear cut, you break this wick low, 2023. I'd expect you to come all the way down to 1650. Probably a bounce at 1845. But 1650 would be what I would be looking at. So quite a big drop. I would expect it to finish the BART pattern. See, we did kind of have the BART right here, but we could just be rolling over once again. So definitely stay tuned for that. Pay attention to these videos. Turn on those bell notifications so you get notified with this time-sensitive content every day when I upload a video. All right, so I wish everyone well, and I will see you tomorrow.